toggle between power saving or high performance. Once you change the selection, try restarting OBS to see if your display shows up. We now have our desktop appearing here. If you're recording or streaming and you would like to include audio, we also need to add a source for your microphone or for your system audio. Let's click once again under sources on the plus icon, and at the very top of this list, there's the option for audio input capture. Let's click on this. For this one, I want this to be my microphone, so I'm going to rename it to microphone. Next, let's click on OK. On the properties screen, I can choose the device, and I'm going to select my microphone. Next, let's click on OK. I can now see my microphone in the audio mixer, and it is working. Here I can see that the audio is coming through. If I also want to record my system sound, I also need to add another source for that. Let's go down once again to the plus icon, and this time let's go up to the audio output capture. For this, I'm going to rename it System Sound. Next, let's click on OK. Within properties, I can choose the device that I want to capture the sound from, and I'm going to select speakers or headphones and then click on OK. Now that I've added system sound, I can see both my microphone and the system sound. Now that I've added a few different sources, you could start to see the importance of making sure you give the source an easy to understand name. Especially when you start getting many different items showing up in this list, you want to know what the different items are. Next, let's focus our attention over on the audio mixer. Here, once again, we can see all of the different audio sources. You can also drag here to adjust the levels. You can also mute or unmute the source, and you have some advanced audio properties here. To the right of the audio mixer, you also have scene transitions, and later on, once we add another scene, we'll come back. Next, let's focus our attention over on the audio mixer. Here, once again, we can see all of the different audio sources. You can also drag here to adjust the levels. You can also mute or unmute.
What's wrong?
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you hear me good?
Hey, Liz,
Yeah?
do me a favor.
Yeah?
Go to the Wizards Facebook. Do you have a YouTube on your phone?
Yeah?
Can you go to the Wizards Facebook page or YouTube channel?
Okay. And see if it's live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do me a favor.
Yeah?
Go to the Wizards Facebook. Do you have a YouTube on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you go to the Wizards Facebook page or YouTube channel? Why is it showing this?
It's live, but it's showing that.
Why? Why is it showing this?
It's showing for Windows.
Oh.
We'll go back to that.
Okay. Can you hear anything through the stream?
You're good.
I can hear the audio, so I just start broadcasting like you're calling the game.
Okay. Number 1, Channy.
We figured it out.
Really? Figured it out?
Yes.
He's dribbling, he's dribbling, he's dribbling. Has a shot. Takes it and fires. Number 31, JJ. Goes on a fast break.
What's going on, Wizards Nation? I am Jason Miles. That is Liz Dobbins, right?
Dibbins.
Dibbins. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Dobbins.
You're good.
Liz has got the play-by-play. I apologize for the technical problems as we are trying to figure this out, but I think we've got everything under control. Liz, what have you seen so far?
I'm seeing a lot of Wizards buckets. 39-23, Wizards leading with 9:34 left in the second. We're taking a lot of fast break opportunities and cashing them in. Set up 3 and cashes one in for JJ. Scums gets another bucket. Wizards defense is pressuring them on every end. Here comes the Wizards. Breaks off the pass. Knight, here he comes. Sets up for 3 beyond the arc. Wizards coming the other way. Missed the first cherry pick and catches in the second.
Kalen Gary with a terrific play down near the basket, Liz. He boxed out underneath, got the rebound, and was able to absorb that contact, and he gets the bucket and one.
Gary missed a 3 throw. Here comes the Servants on the other end. Wizards defense is pressuring them on every end. Gary with another rebound. Pushing it up. Didn't have enough muscle to cash it in and gets the extra credit. Number 5, Welch. Gary trying to pick his pockets. On the other end, didn't pick the pockets but gets the credit. Tolles, splitting, driving, gets the bucket to drop. Gary splits defenders, kicks it out to a wing. Short. Rebounded by Smiley.
I think that's one area the Wizards have to improve on early in this game is offensive rebounding, Liz.
Oh, absolutely. They're great on every other end besides that. I have to say that's their one weakness. 7:18 left, the Wizards leading.
Well, we're finally live with audio. We tried to get this done last week. We didn't have the necessary technology, but we've got it figured out.
After a quick Best Buy run.
Yes, want to say thank you to Best Buy for taking care of us.
For sponsoring it.
Not really, but
Not really.
yes. 48-25 in favor of the Wizards. 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. That was a nice drive by Tron Welch. The one thing this Wizards team, Liz, has, I think that some of the teams they've played so far is just versatility. They can play all types of basketball.
They absolutely can, and that's what kills the team. That's what kills them. That's what makes them outscore them by like triple the points.
Nice pull-up jumper there by Parker. Did a good job of using that ball screen. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot. You're the intern. You need the experience.
All right. I got a good note.
And she's going to have to broadcast the game when I'm in Orlando, Florida, by the way, because we have a work trip for the hockey team. I won't be able to be here. Might have to leave my radio equipment with you and show you how to get this logged into OBS. But we do have a timeout on the floor. I'm Jason Miles. That's Liz Dibbins, 54-25 here in the second quarter. 6 minutes and 1 second to go. Also want to say thank you to Miles for helping us out, not only with a video, but he's going to join you on color in the second half.
The volume's all the way up, but he just can't hear us. Everything's on.
You gotta make sure, yeah, I can't hear anything. I can hear it on my phone. Here, listen. See?
Wizards coming out of the break leading.
Talk into the mic. Talk into the mic.
Yeah. You can hear me though, right? Easy cookies, and now here comes the Wizards. Gary fumbling it up.
Your ringer is on, right? Where's your audio settings?
Tolles brings it up for the Servants.
That's ringtone.
Richardson. Waiting to see what the call is.
Boom.
Johnson gets the foul for the Servants.
Sorry, I almost forgot Miles' last name, Liz. Miles Bowers. So I'll take over the video responsibilities, and he'll help you on the color in the second half, okay? Are you okay with that?
I'm perfectly okay with it.
All right. Almost to halftime. Again, the Wizards in the game last weekend did a nice job of pulling ahead. They didn't let the Twisters back into the game. I thought their defense was suffocating. Did a wonderful job of taking away ball screens. I'm not sure what you're seeing here today, Liz, but they've already built a 29-point lead here today.
Yeah, they're already building a very comfortable lead, and all they have to do is just shut them out defensively. That's all they're going to do.
My mistake, 31 points. My math is not great. What? On here? Did that help?
Did that help?
Well, they're not going to be able to hear because this guy's on a speaker right below us.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
They're going to need... That's as high as we can put it.
Yep, he
Okay.
can hear it. We're good.
This has been a work in progress. We got it figured out. So Liz and Miles are up-and-comers, both in college. Miles is going to Butler Community College. Actually met Miles in a sports admin class as the Wizards score out of the timeout, Liz.
Absolutely, and here comes the Servants. Tolles drives, shook off a few defenders. Gary splits defenders, pushing up the court. Takes full advantage of it and gets the bunny. And the Servants score on the other end. This game is very high pace. No stopping, no, just straight going.
Well, I know last week, I mean, we're talking 130-plus points. You don't even see that in the NBA all that often.
Nope.
That was a rough, loose ball and a foul on the Wizards as Jan Pat was able to get to that, got in position, and able to draw the foul.
Tolles taking it up for the Servants. Passed inside. He couldn't handle the heat. Now it's Wizards ball. 4:40 left. Wizards leading 60-27 in the second. Drives, kicks in the corner, short. Another offensive rebound. That's huge. JJ gets another bucket.
That was a nice play. Used his body to ward off the defender right to the rim.
Yeah, and he's helping the Wizards with their biggest problem, offensive rebounds. JJ again, the connector.
Man, the Servants just are not getting back in transition defense.
They don't have an answer.
And this is even worse than what we saw last week, Liz. It's nearly a 40-point game.
It's all Wizards. Servants can't answer. Knocked it out of bounds, still Servants ball.
That was Dillard Bowie trying to drive the lane. Got it knocked out of his hands.
Tolles working against Gary. Tolles takes advantage, drives. Missed off the glass, and now here comes the Wizards. Skipping, diving. Another offensive rebound. Give the credit to Welch.
Well, we talked about that a little bit ago. The offensive rebounding needed to improve. There's not much you can really criticize, but that was a nice one.
I think we helped him by realizing their problem. I think we helped him.
Davion Knight with a pull-up jumper from near the free throw line was able to connect.
Gary passed it out to the wide. Downstairs, Gary again, the connector. They just can't handle anything down low.
68-29 here in the second half, 3 minutes to go.
Gets the foul from Welch. Checking in is Jones, Smiley, and Knight. Excuse me, no, Johnson for the Servants. Jones. Out to Knight, Knight for three, skidded off the side. And landed in the crowd, and now it's Wizards ball.
I know you've called a ton of high school basketball games. What do you notice the difference between this level and the high school level?
A lot more contact, a lot faster. I'm used to broadcasting the girls, so the tempo is a lot more different. But it's the same. Scoring is a lot better, I have to say.
Is there more size at this level, or is there more size at the high school level? I mean, I know these guys are adults.
I mean, yeah. But it's definitely interesting watching these guys battle for a loose ball.
Wow, nice play near midcourt.
Picked off, and now a shooter bounces it in, and Richardson gets the credit.
Keandre with a terrific strip near the center circle.
And Gary picked it up and cleaned it up. Johnson slipping and diving. Couldn't cash it in.
I guess the officials are just going to let stuff go. That should have been a foul from behind.
Knight plays bully ball with, and he gets Gary to draw the foul. His second.
I know you weren't here last week, but the Twisters coach lost his mind. The assistant got a technical. He was yelling at the referee because of a missed call. And
That's funny. And you know what's funny? This Servants coach right in front of me, it's about to lose it. He's getting there.
He's not happy. It's 74-29 Wizards.
Gary pulls up for three, left it short. Rebounded by the Servants. Take full-on contact.
Wow, that was a little bit of a surprise. I thought the defender had his feet still moving, but he must have gotten squared up, and that's why the block was called.
Oh, they called it a block?
No, they called it a charge. My mistake. They called it a charge. That's why I'm a hockey announcer and not a basketball guy. Did I say that out loud?
Hey, it's okay. Your words I used from the broadcast helped, so your words can be translated into basketball. I believe in you. Full steam ahead. It gets the and one. Channy. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Channy flexes, fires. Short. Johnson going up against three Wizards and gets called the travel. Wow. That's why you don't go against three Wizards. That's exactly why you don't go against three Wizards.
Well, when you're down this much, you're trying to do way too much yourself. Right?
Yeah, you do way too much for way too little. I like the extra effort by Richardson. 55 seconds left. The Wizards leading by a big margin, 76-29. Knight going against two Wizards. And he gets called the travel again! Oh my God! That is insane!
This is total domination.
Total. We're not even at halftime yet.
Did you anticipate this before the game?
No, I was expecting them to score like 30.
Be a little bit more competitive?
Yeah, I was expecting more bully ball than actual hoops. Servants call the timeout after a servant trying to dive, creating the contact between two Wizards, which I still don't understand why they do that, but we're gonna roll with it.
So we have a timeout on the floor. I'm Jason Miles. That's Liz Dobbins.
Dibbins.
Dobbins, Dibbins. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
As we're close to halftime, the Wizards just total domination. They've played like this all year, Liz.
It's night-night for the
not
league.
been really competitive, and I know that when you look at the way this team has gone over the last couple of years, they win the title, a year ago, and then almost complete mass departures out of their franchise. They get a brand new head coach. There's not a ton of guys from last year's team on this roster. They had the player of the league last year go overseas, so it's been fun to watch some of these new guys in the lineup. Now they still have, Barnes and Gary, and there's not a lot on the roster here today, in fact, that are playing from last year's team. Now DJ Jones is not in the lineup here today.
I do have to say I definitely love how they express themselves with a new team. Because usually with an old team, there's certain ways that you do it, especially with a certain coach. So I love the way that they're expressing themselves, obviously with the huge blowout. And now here comes here comes the Servants. Wizards playing airtight defense. Knight with the missed 3. Wizards taking their time with a big lead. Chaney has the ball, waiting for the clock to expire with 15 seconds left. About to make this play his own with 10 seconds left. Chaney for 3, off the heel. Didn't get the extra effort, still no extra effort. Gary cashes it in! Get the second effort to drop. 1.2 seconds left and we're heading into halftime. Wizards leading by a huge, huge margin, 80-29. Can you do math?
The head coach of the Servants almost got hit by a last-second shot. That was interesting, to say the least. But you were asking me to do math. That is the only way I know how.
51-point margin? Oh, my God.
So we are at halftime. Why don't we watch the Lady Wizards?
Yep.
And you and I can take a little bit of a break. I can let Miles jump in on the color, and I'll have to switch spots with you because there's no way, unless you can find a way to get me the camera, I can stay where I am.
Enjoy.
and viral freeze-dried candies. We can't get enough of it, especially at staff meetings. If you missed them, they're right over here to my left with some of their tastiest treats. Grab yours at halftime now. Halftime score 29-80. Your Wizards, make sure you take some time. Hit the restroom, have yourself a bite to eat, get you something to drink. We got the second half of Wizards basketball coming up next.
How does this thing lock? Is it back
When I did it, it didn't exactly lock. I just had to move. I just had to keep both hands on.
Yeah, you just have to hold it, making sure it's sturdy.
Well, that's really odd the way you have this. It's like opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like inverted.
It was
It-
kind of throwing me off.
Anyways,
It was
welcome
throwing
back
me off.
to Wizards basketball.
Is it because of this?
Big deficit by the Servants. 51-point deficit.
The video's backwards.
Wizards leading 80-29. Hope you guys enjoyed that halftime show. I like to bring to the air a new co-host.
That is really strange.
You gotta talk?
Oh, yes.
You're kidding.
It's been a big game for the Wizards so far, dominating the Serpents through all quarters and almost every facet of the game. Rebounding, shooting, passing.
We literally said they need to work on their offensive rebounds, and they fixed their offensive rebounds. So
Yes, fighting for every board, fighting for every possession, just trying to get the ball. Let's see if they can keep that same energy going into the second half.
I love Jason's face trying to figure out how the computer works. He's trying. You're trying, Jason. It's okay. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
You get it? What do you want to do after? What do you want to do after? Aren't you hungry? What do you want to do? Just think about what you guys want to do. You guys sound good. Huh? You guys sound good. I'm letting the interns do the rest of the game. Oh boy.
You're doing great.
This is backwards. I'm really bothered by this.
Been a lot of behind-the-scenes work today.
Yeah, if you hear us talk, we're talking to Jason because he can't figure out how to work the computer. He's trying. We appreciate him trying. Oh, that's so funny. You know what I really want right now? I want Chick-fil-A. I see Chick-fil-A right in front of me, and I'm kind of ticked off I don't have
Chick-fil-A does-
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A does sound good. I'm a big Chick-fil-A fan.
Literally after this game, I'm gonna go get Chick-fil-A. I don't care how late it is. It's Chick-fil-A.
I've always been more of a Popeyes guy, though.
Oh, you lost me there. You lost me there. I had Popeyes once. I didn't like it that much.
But once isn't enough.
Oh, really?
Make sure you let the fans know the camera is like turned around and we can't figure it out. So that's why the score is going to be flipped the wrong way.
Okay.
Yes, if the score is flipped, it's because the camera is inverted, and we cannot figure out how to turn it around.
Yes, thank you for that.
Of course.
Were you listening to our conversation?
Of course.
Okay. What's the name of my co-host?
I am Miles Bowers, and this is my first game I've ever called, actually.
Ever? Like ever?
Yes.
No background, nothing?
Well, I anchored before. I have anchored, some new stuff. Was a weatherman for a little bit.
And you changed from this?
Yeah.
You went from a weatherman to...
Well, I did some weather weathermanning in a high school, but I go to Butler for sports media, learn about,
Wait. This is your first ever basketball game?
No, sports game.
Huh?
This is my first time calling a game.
No
Calling it.
way!
Yes.
No way! This is like my 100th. No
yeah,
way!
I've not done that many.
Oh, that's crazy that you went from a weatherman to a broadcaster. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm studying the same field you are.
It's a very fun field.
It is. It's very fun.
Been doing a lot of pictures at Butler Community College. That's what I did for my first year. Second year, I'll be more involved with the media team.
I don't go to El Dorado. I go to Andover, but it's still. I've gone over there a couple of times, and they're always really nice.
Yeah, it's a great
Great
campus,
atmosphere.
great environment.
Honestly, we're gonna be honest with you. We're just killing time. There's like 3 minutes left until halftime's over with, and Wizards are starting to warm up now.
Yeah.
That deficit is just incredible. 51-point deficit.
Just coming out here with a different energy.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if the Servants coach gets tossed. I'm kind of curious.
So he's been on the court a little bit tonight, getting upset. Let's see if the Servants can come back. Try to
I like the positivity, man. I
make
like
a
the
Pacers-like
positivity.
comeback, possibly.
Pacers-like comeback. Okay.
If you've been watching the playoffs, you know that
What the
anything is possible.
Yeah, the most weirdest NBA Finals I've seen in a while, Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Indiana Pacers.
What do you mean by weird?
Small market teams, probably.
Small market teams.
Okay.
The Thunder. We can't hear you. You're off. You're off. We can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
You can't hear me either?
No. Jason's trying to get involved. He can't stay out of it.
Still can't hear me.
No. Yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder haven't made really a big splash in the playoffs since Kevin Durant left. There's a little NBA facts.
Being upset several times, too, with Paul George and Russell Westbrook.
Are you an OKC fan?
No, not
Okay, good. Nothing against OKC fans, but you guys have been through a lot.
I'm so tired of hearing small market.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
You don't like small market?
No. Just the concept. Like, we've got two of the best players in the world right now in Halliburton and SGA. You got
SGA,
Chet. You got some other talented players. Who cares about the fact that it's two cities that have never played in the NBA final? And the fact that we're playing in what they consider small market.
Facts.
Small fan bases. I think that's what they're getting
small
at.
fan base.
People who bring up the fans into the
Yeah.
game, I mean, it doesn't make any difference. You're going there for basketball. You're not going there to watch people in the stands cheering for their
If
team.
you literally go to Indiana, it's mainly basketball. That's what mainly matters. Same thing in OKC.
Yeah.
Like, all they focus on is basketball.
Indiana too.
Yeah, it's like if you go to LA, that's a big market team considering, because they got basketball, football.
A lot of NBA greats are from Indiana. Shout out to Larry Bird.
Yeah, Larry Bird. I was supposed to say Larry Bird does that too. Now with 40 seconds left, the Wizards and the Servants battling up for round two. Okay, what's your favorite team?
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh my God, I knew it!
Winning time.
I knew it! Hey, I'm a Warriors fan, so that's fair.
Not a fan of that. I hate Steph Curry. Not a fan of him.
Hey, I don't like LeBron.
I can't get down with that. LeBron's my guy.
And Steph Curry has the same amount of rings, bro.
Kevin Durant kind of helped win most of those.
No. Don't bring up
Why
KD.
are you telling him no?
Don't bring up Kevin Durant.
LeBron James had them figured out until Kevin Durant got there.
No.
Draymond Green went on record of saying, we
Who's your
couldn't beat
team?
them.
Warriors.
We couldn't beat them. We couldn't beat
He's
LeBron.
a Lakers fan.
I am a Lakers
He's
fan.
a bandwagon.
Okay, you two need to get along because we have a game about to start the third quarter.
Hey.
We're on the same team, okay?
Yes, we're
We're
on
both
the
Wizards
same team.
fans,
We're
so-
both Wizards fans. We're only here because of the Wizards. We'll put our feud aside for the Wizards. All right, and here comes the Servants. Toll's being pressed by Gary hard like a vacuum cleaner.
Immediately going into a man defense and picking it out. Throws it up.
Gary almost threw it away, recovered by Chaney. Sets it up, finds the dime inside, couldn't cash it in.
Tipped by the Servants.
Tolles
Yep.
kicks
James
it out.
Tolles. Air
Three
ball.
way off.
Smiley's going to want to get that one back.
I know I would if I made that type of shot. I'll be mad at myself. Finds the dime inside.
Ooh, and
Gary
another
got
block.
tipped off.
You see the defense beating him in the paint after a big first half, killing him with points in the paint.
Meanwhile, the Servants can't even cash in a single bucket.
Splitting the defense with a pick and roll off the glass. Barnes with a rebound there. Trying to keep the possession going.
Okay, do you want to be the main broadcaster or the side? Because we're colliding.
Oh, it's up to you.
I don't care, because whenever I'm talking, you're talking.
Oh.
I'm just wondering.
Um,
We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out.
I was just trying to go after. I mean, I can be the main one if you want.
But go ahead. This is your first game. Yeah, go ahead. I used this in high school. It's pretty cool.
One free throw made. Servants now with the ball up top. Jones over Smiley.
Tolles drives. Fancy behind the back. Couldn't even cash it in.
It's been a hard night for the Servants so far in the paint and in the three-point range. Not a whole lot going down.
Blows right by the defender.
If you're the Servants, how are you closing out on that? You're letting a lot of points up.
How are you responding to that? That should be the main question. How can you respond to that after Chaney just blew right past you?
Gary driving up the court. Mid-range jumper. Ooh. Right off the front of the rim. Servants back with the ball. Throws it inside.
Nice indoor cut. Takes it back out. Tolles. Straight away three. Didn't connect.
Another air ball for the Servants this quarter. You're going to have to start responding with some threes here.
Hey, bud, we don't say air ball. I love how you said air ball. I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying. He's like, they had multiple air balls. Keep going, bud. You're doing great. Just ignore me. Oh, that's funny. Bowie down
Tolles.
low. Bowie with the tip steal, and now he's pushing it up to Tolles again. Gets almost denied, but bullied over at the rim.
Tolles at the line. Sinks the first one.
Colliding. So, okay. We're good now.
For number 10, James Tolles.
And he sinks the second one. Cheney off the iron, back up.
Jackson Pillage.
And another bucket inside for the Wizards. Ooh.
Number 10 for two.
A quick and easy layup there by James Tolles. Cheney with another one, drives in, and one.
Fouls on Servants, number 10. James Cole, his second, team second. Keith Cheney at the line shooting and one. Into the game for the Servants, number 15 in Potter.
Patton checks in for the Servants.
And he sinks the second one.
Good.
Tolles bringing up the ball. Right over to Jones for a three. Driving to the hoop. Off the backboard. Cheney up. Alley-oop.
He had the connection too.
Right over the top. Tolles fumbling the ball a little bit. Right over to the wing. Patton up to Tolles. Right off of the iron once again. Can't seem to take the lid off of the hoop tonight.
Meanwhile, the Wizards cashing in another 3 bucket by Barnes.
Knight now bringing up the ball. Right against the defender, doesn't go. Gary over to Cheney. Missed opportunity there on the dunk.
Out of bounds, possession stays with the Wizards.
I love the effort. We gotta love the effort by Chaney.
And for the Servants, number 5, Dylan Doty.
7 minutes on the clock. 93-33, up by 60 points in the third quarter. Going to the rim, and a tough lay there. J.J. Shum with a big layup. And a jump shot, and he makes it.
That's a 3-point basket for Mr. Bowman. Possession stays with the Servants. Into the game, number 10, James Cole.
A very wild pass there.
Out of bounds, Wizards ball.
Correction, possession goes to the Wizards.
Barnes. Right up.
Tolles drives and gets the contact.
Not going to allow the and one chance to go.
That was on number 22.
I wouldn't, because that's a mentality shot. If you, as soon as you get the bucket, you're like, oh yeah, I'm hyped, I'm ready to go.
But with a deficit like this, they're going to need a mentality to come back.
Yeah, basketball is all about mentality.
Right over to Tolles. Tolles drives to the rim, and he's blocked by Gary. Gary with another one. Tolles puts it in anyway.
Tolles muscled it up against Gary, who blocked him at the first time.
Gary with a three. Heat check there.
Massive heat check.
Passing it over to Patton. Patton feeling the pressure. Blocked. Toll is not letting a block stop him. He's getting to the rim anyway. JJ passes it over. Welch gives it to Gary. Oh, putting some body into him. Shum gets the mid-range jumper, top of the key.
Oh, this Servants coach is losing it. 137.
A little bit of chatter between the coach and the refs. But Shum with the steal. Gary going up with a quick layup. It is all-around domination here tonight. Good rebound there.
Welch tried to drive against two Servants and got the contact.
Gary now going to the bench. Subbing in for 24, number 7, DeAndre Richardson.
Emmer got called a timeout. Taken by I'm guessing the Servants. We saw the Servants coach get a little chippy as they're walking onto the court, shouting his opinion.
You're just trying to keep your team going here in these final quarters of the game. Especially with a deficit like this, you're just trying to come back or even try to even up the score a little bit, make it look a little less bad.
You always look bad against the Wizards, though.
With pressure like this, scoring and defense, both sides, Wizards are looking hard to beat this season.
Yeah, coming into this contest 4-0, haven't lost a single game and not planning on it.
A little late getting back from the timeout. Wizards are already on the court waiting for their opponents.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little cold in this gym now. It's a little cold in the gym. It was like really hot in the gym at the beginning.
Passing in the ball up top to Elijah Goodries, giving it over to the corner. Richardson loses it in the paint. But he's poking it through the back anyway. A lot of contact there. A lot of contact right to the basket there. Calling it on the floor, I guess. Tolles right over him. That ball is out of bounds. Parker dribbling it up. Gets right past it off the foot. Gets it back. Oh, he's pulling that one. NBA range. Shum for 3. Showing them some range right there.
Absolutely. Shum's been an automatic bucket from deep.
But Tolles responds immediately with his own 3. Cutting that lead down to 65. Down in the paint. Ball's tipped by Toll. Knight brings it up. He finds Toll in the paint.
Ooh.
And a foul. You've done a good job of keeping them off of the backboard tonight. How do you keep up that energy now that you're getting tired?
What? Sorry, I spaced. I spaced.
Wizards have been keeping them off the backboards pretty well tonight, especially in the paint, having to shoot more threes. How do you keep that energy up now that you're getting tired late in the game?
You just find a way to find that spark again. That's the main thing. Finding a way to find that spark. Any little piece can help restart that fire.
And it doesn't look like they're going to miss a step. Welch with a quick and easy basket to the rim. Reaches for that one. Toll puts it up.
Toll makes him pay with the reach.
A bright side on this Servants squad that has not been shining so far. James Toll racking up the points, but Welch is making a three of his own. Patton losing the ball there. Gives it up to Toll.
Getting fancy with the triple.
A good rebound there by the Servants. Giving it back to Toll. If you're Toll, you're now in a three-man press, basically. How do you score against several more defenders now that you are the leading scorer on this team?
You don't. You don't. You don't. I've seen multiple times during this game to where Servants will drive into like 4 or 5 Wizards, and it doesn't go very well. It doesn't lead to a foul or anything. They just get trapped, and it leads to a turnover, actually.
Toll is trying to bring some energy to his team. Wow. Almost a steal. Gives it up to the paint. Welch puts it up. Oh. Right off the front of the rim.
Ooh, you heard that. You heard that slap all the way back here.
Puts the bucket up. A little bit of pressure now. He gives it over to Shum.
No way.
From range. Ooh.
Heat check.
He's off that time. Parker.
Shums
Shum
again.
for three. He is feeling hot.
He really wants that three to fall.
And if the hot hand's there, you're going to keep feeding him for three. Davion Knight with a big three there. We've seen a lot more scoring here from the Servants after that timeout.
Yeah, they became more alive in the second
Knight
half.
To the rim. Gets some pressure, too. Parker will go to the line to shoot two.
Would you say that the Servants are more aggressive than they were in the second?
Definitely. In that second quarter, they looked like a different team. The energy was down, and they couldn't make a bucket. Now, able to shoot the three ball, running the ball through Toll a little bit more.
I'm pretty sure Toll has scored a couple of buckets heading into the third.
He scored several buckets this quarter.
With 1:38 left in the third, Wizards up 110 to 49. I never thought I'd be saying 100 points in a basketball game. I never thought I'd be saying that.
Patton and Smiley come off the court for the Servants. Bowie comes in along with Mike Jones. Ooh. Fighting for more rebounds here is the Servants as well. Servants ball. Questionable call there.
The ref is saying it got tipped off.
A lot of contact down there with no replay. Gets a little hard to know.
No replay, it's a Wizards game.
He gives it up to Bowie. Makes the lay-in. Parker gives it up to Elijah Guidry. Passing it over.
Gets denied at the rim, but still gets called the foul. Foul on Johnson. His fourth. Now he's in foul trouble.
He misses the first one.
He's losing it.
Simonet comes in for number 5.
There's 1 minute remaining
Oh.
in the quarter.
Quick hands. Goes straight to the lane, misses it. Bowie is not happy.
Big time!
A 360 dunk.
Big time!
Jackson Pillage, a monster slam here.
Showing off the range. That looked like a Paul George dunk, didn't it?
A little bit of a showboat here.
All that reminded me was the OKC days when Paul George threw down that nasty 360. Man, that was
Trying
beautiful.
to poke it from behind. All the contacts on him. Parker goes to the lane. Oh, misses the layup. You're going to want to get that one back. Richardson with the ball. Right at the top. Top of the key. Tolls on him. Lazy pass there over to the corner. He gets the quick lay. Looks like a little bit of goaltending there.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Trying to slow it down. 10 seconds left in the third. Will he get this shot off here?
Has enough
Shoots it.
time. Missed out the buzzer, and now we're heading into the fourth where the Wizards are leading 113 to 53. We'll see what happens in the fourth quarter. We'll see if the Servants can put up a fight. Do you believe that they can put up a fight?
After an impressive showing in the third quarter, anything is possible, but they have to put up a lot more points on the board in the fourth. Probably see a record-setting quarter if they come back.
Nah, I'm kidding. The Servants will have to put up 60 points to come back. And now watch the dance team.
And we are back here in the fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go. Wizards, 113 to 53 against the Servants. Servants hoping for a big quarter here, especially if they want to make a comeback here in the fourth quarter.
A 60-point comeback, to be a little bit more precise.
Putting pressure on him immediately.
Gets called with a quick foul.
He's throwing it in now. Kadri's calling him up.
I definitely do love how everyone's getting connected. As a kid, almost right onto the court on the corner of your screen.
Trying to maintain composure at this game.
Wizards pushing up the tempo. Finds a kick out three. Off the heel, no good.
Let's see what happens here.
Running
right
up the
court.
floor. Quick triggers three off the heels.
Just staying physical this quarter is going to keep the Wizards away from losing this
Yeah,
game.
they have to find. I don't know how you can find a way to stay physical and stay momentum boosting when you get down by 60. That would take a mental toll on me.
I mean, you're just keeping them away from the ball at all costs.
I do have to say, I love their mentality. I love their
The full court press in
yeah,
the
the
fourth
full
quarter.
court press is huge with 10 minutes into the fourth.
Down by a good bit. You're just trying anything now. Off right underneath the rim. Toll's trying to keep it alive right out of bounds.
He's looking to the ref for answers, but the ref ain't getting them any answers.
The other team does not control your hands. You
The-
have to
neither-
dribble them with your own.
Neither do the refs.
Cheney claiming there was a push there, right out of bounds. Servants ball.
Out of bounds, possession goes to the Servants.
The Wizards not allowing any easy chances at the rim at all.
Not giving him anything easy. That's going to be it's been a big part of this game and probably will be a big part of the season right off underneath the iron.
Massively short. Going against 3 Servants. Got tipped out, now reclaiming it.
Yeah, you see them pressing in the half court
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
they're pressing hard too. I
With
love
the-
it.
The
I love how
zone
they're pressing
presses.
hard.
Wow. A different kind of shot there, making him change it midair. Cheney up top. Throws it over for 3.
Rebound by Patton.
Patton's had a little bit of a rough game here. But right there, number 1, James Johnson with a 3.
Yeah, very common controlling 3.
Getting up the court a little wild there. Cheney gets stripped right at the rim.
I would do the same thing if I was him. If I had that type of ability, I would drive it and create as much contact as I physically can.
Not a lot of foul calls here tonight, especially not a lot of shooting fouls tonight. Free throws have been kind of rare. Wow, jumps up and grabs it. Number 11, Jackson Phillage with a giant grab, loses the ball there. Servants off once again and off toll. Oh. Off Smiley, right out of bounds.
Smiley guarding tight as he draws the contact. Let's see if he actually does get the contact.
Let's see what the call is.
He does get the contact!
25 with a foul. Smiley cannot be happy with that.
I'm pretty sure he's fouled out.
That is
Yeah, he's
his
done.
6th foul. Now he has to come out. That is a big loss.
He's done for the night.
I mean, as the coach, you cannot be happy with this performance. Cheney drops the first one. He has been all over the place tonight.
I'm pretty sure every Wizard has been all over the floor. Whether that's offensive rebounds, mainly offensive rebounds, but there's some side pieces in there where it's like, oh, we grab a steal there, maybe a fast bucket there, maybe a 3 there.
It truly is a team effort with the Wichita Wizards. As you see, it's tipped. Patton still gets the ball. Jones dribbling it up. He gives it over to Knight. Knight with a big 3, misses it. Knight steals it anyway. Gets to the rim, and
that was
impressive
tough.
layup. Misses it though. Gary dribbling around. He's gonna get to the rim.
Oh, come on, easy jelly for Gary.
Right to the rim. The Wizards are unstoppable tonight. They've got a pace that cannot be matched.
No, they attack you fast, hard, and suffocating defense.
Johnson with a shot way off. Another one way off. The Servants cannot buy a bucket tonight.
Hey, Jones joins the table. Jones.
Felt that one up here.
Knight goes to the bench now.
And number 6 for the Wizards,
Dillard Bowie checks in for him.
Gary straight away 3,
Gary.
cashes one home.
What a 3 right in his face. It's getting disrespectful in the 4th quarter now. A lot of 3s made right in their face.
He's saying, hey, this is our gym, and you're just living in it.
You're coming to Wichita. We're playing at home. We're going to play hard.
Gary
with
again.
another one. Ooh. Off, but
Oh,
Gary's
come
going to
on.
shoot it again.
Short.
Couple of heat checks back to back. you're the Wizards, you've got that kind of freedom now. Everybody has the green light.
The coach ain't even standing up.
Cheney from deep, showing the crowd it's a 3.
And the timeout taken by the Servants. The coach needs to think about his time with 7:28 left, with the Wizards leading 122 to 58.
The Wizards celebrating, rightfully so. This is a big game for them.
Yeah, but the game's not over yet. We're still 7:28 left. The Servants can come back.
Almost
Probably
a
not.
70-point lead in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left to go.
That's why I said probably not, but we got to give them a little bit of
Did you
hope.
just say 70?
Almost 70.
I wonder what the record is in this league. We would have to ask Mark. But you had mentioned how dominant they've been on both ends of the floor.
I mean, you just cannot stop them. You can't get around them. Brick walls from the guards to the forwards to the centers, big mans, little mans, all of them, shutting them down and just scoring right over them with ease.
Yeah, especially that quick 3 by Gary, pulling the 3 in his face. That just shows you how much confidence they have in this team and how much confidence that coach has in that roster.
The thing is, guys, they're not taking their foot off the pedal.
No,
I mean, it's
they're
been
not.
nonstop.
They're not taking their foot off the pedal at all.
When you've got a deep team like this, talented all around, when you come off the bench, you've got guys that are scoring at a high level efficiently as well. That's something you're looking for. That's something that I'm sure the coaches are very glad to have.
Yeah, I noticed when Jason said that they're not taking the foot off the pedal, they're really not. It was like 110 to something, and they had like a, 50-point lead? They did not take their foot off the gas at all
Especially
in the
after
third.
that rough third quarter from the Wizards. And calling it rough is an overstatement because they still had a very dominant third quarter. But out of these 4, this one right here, they've been showing them.
They've been showing them that if you come into our building, we'll cook you.
If you're going to play in our home, we're going to show you something. Quick lay there from Gary straight to the rim. The inside presence defensively has been a joke. Throwing it up, Tolles.
Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here
Cheney
comes
gets
Gary.
it up to Gary. Gary, oh, he gets tipped there. Patton dribbling it up. He's going to give it over right to Johnson with a 3.
First good 3 for the Servants in a hot minute. The Wizards not taking their foot off. In fact, putting their foot on their necks,
A
taking
jump
control.
stop. Wow, right over him. He's putting it over him. It's hard to stop when you're that tall and you've got a vertical like that.
Letting them just blow right by, not even caring.
Smooth layup there from Johnson. That's something you're going to want to see more of and a lot more consistently.
Now, if they had this type of level of mentality,
This energy.
for the Servants, if they had it at the beginning of the game, this game would have been completely different. If they would have had it at the beginning.
And a big celebration. Pilic with the ball. He's giving it over.
Oh, come on, hit it.
Cheney
hit
with
it,
a 3.
hit it. Oh,
Right off, but Gary's
Gary.
going to put it up anyway.
Gary cleans it up.
Obviously, all the players have been dominant, but Gary has been showing them something different this game.
Absolutely. I believe he dropped close to 30? Something like that. He literally told me before the game started that his career high was like 31. I think he beat that.
Sure, he was tired of that number, wanted a new one right to the rim, and it is a charge.
Well, Gary returned from the previous roster, and he knows how this system works. He knows what to do, what not to do. And I
Well,
believe he is the lead scorer.
With a team like this, you cannot be upset.
No, that coach for the Wichita Wizards has not even stand up to yell at the refs. And look at the Servants coach.
You gotta
He's
be a
been
happy
up and
guy.
moving.
You're watching them excel at what you're telling them to do. You know, all that practice. They're doing it. They're out there and they're showing the coach, this is what we're practicing for right now. Servants are going to have to pull it together, and obviously there's not a lot of time left.
There's like little to no time
The
at all.
Wizards are running away with this one. Running like Noah Lyles with a gold medal. They are so far ahead of them.
Hey, that's nice. That's nice. Nice little touch there.
We're having some fun. Saturday evening, independent school. We love it, we love it. Now let me know when
Fans waving to the social media squad.
As we do it with the Wizards chant.
Hey guys, just a reminder, next week's game on the 14th against the North Tulsa Natives here at home. Doors open at 5, 6 p.m. tip. Wichita Independent School, make sure you fill the gym. We got to get some more people in here.
Yeah, it's pretty sad over here.
For a team like this, we need to get the gym jumping. We've
Yeah,
got
but-
exciting plays and exciting players.
No one knows the talent that they have in their own backyard. No one knows it.
A lot of homegrown guys here.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Especially with the Riverfest going on. That took at least half our crowd away.
Say Knight dribbling up the ball now, but being guarded closely. Patton with a 3. He makes it. It's been a rough night for Patton, but if you can make a 3 late in the game,
It's a good day.
I'm sure you're going to be happy with it. And a ball of energy. Keon Chaney.
How do you match that energy? Like, how? I don't understand how you can have that type of energy bursting to the rim.
Not a lot of bodies have been put on Chaney tonight. He's been getting straight to the rim, and even when you do put a body on him, he's going right through you.
He's like, you're a traffic cone in my way. I'm just going to move you that way so I can dive in. Thank you very much.
A lot of nights in the gym getting ready for moments like these. Right back at the line, the Wizards have been getting to the line a lot tonight.
Surprisingly, not a lot of three throws. I was expecting a lot more three throws. But coming into this game, I knew the Wizards were a hot thing to deal with, coming in with 4 and
Johnson
4
right
wins.
past him, shoots it, misses it again.
Easy steal there.
Mike Jones keeping it alive, throws it over to the corner.
Quick triple 3, cashes one in.
Knight for 3. Going straight to the rim. Oh!
He wanted
Chaney.
that so badly.
Denied by the rim. But it doesn't matter.
They
Number
cashed
6,
it in.
Mile Barnes with a 3.
They're like, it's okay, we'll clean you up. We'll take care of you. And here comes the rest of the roster subbing in.
A whole new lineup will be coming in.
Patton cashes another 3, his second in the fourth quarter.
A little bit of a rainbow pass, but 22.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Joshua for 3.
It don't matter. They'll make it anytime.
Nice fans are getting on their feet. This is a big game.
Oh, come on.
Another one denied by the rim. Chaney's just jumping.
He wants that dunk so badly. Knight again for 3 off the heel.
Just trying to get anything to go. This has not been the Servants game. Luckily for them, the clock is coming down. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. 140 to 74.
That's freaking absurd. Oh my God.
I don't think Coach Greeley liked what he saw in that last possession, guys. I know they're up huge, but they're
yeah.
getting lazy on defense. They stopped moving. There were 3 or 4 rebounds where guys were just standing there, and he called that timeout.
Yeah, I have to say that was a smart timeout by Coach Greenland. I have to say that's a very smart call because they saw that they were playing lazy. They were getting ahead of themselves. Their ego was rising a little bit too big.
You got to rest your stars in a moment like this. Now you got all the guys coming off the bench. A lot of them have been putting up points, though.
Whoa.
A lot of contact there, getting chippy.
Welch got smacked in the face.
He's not going to let it get to him, though. He's going to play right through it. He doesn't care. He's laughing it off.
Dels gets called for the foul.
Parker now dribbling up the ball against Knight. He's going to try to get to the rim anyway. Quick floater right off the top of the backboard. very lucky to have this lead with the energy they're giving right now in the final 5 minutes they've played.
Oh yeah, so much energy, so much passion in the game to where it doesn't matter how far down you are. They'll still find a way to make this game interesting.
Of course. Getting up the court now quickly. Welch over to number 7, Richardson.
The coach said go, you said you go.
He's going to pull it from deep. Ooh.
What I've noticed is the Wizards take this league takes a lot of crazy threes.
Well, especially like this, they emphasized getting the ball inside the paint in that first half. Now they're comfortable hitting every three, shooting anything they want to shoot just because of being able to pound it inside and showing them, hey, you're not bigger than us, you're not stronger than us. We're putting it inside the hoop. Fade away right off the iron.
Yeah, speaking of JJ, getting big and taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Threw it to the crowd and almost hit a guy in the face.
Yeah, whips it out there. You could not be too pleased if you're a fan.
The Servants coach now is just smiling. I love it.
It's been a long night. I'm ready to go home if I'm him.
I'm ready to go home and get some Chick-fil-A, man. I am thinking about Chick-fil-A now.
I'm sure the coach is ready to go home as well. He's ready to be done.
With 1:40 left, the Wizards leading 140-77.
Misses that one, goes right into the rim. Tolles bringing it up. Patton makes him jump. A little bit of a flashy play there.
Nah, he just caught him looking. That's all.
Caught him in the air there.
Almost threw the ball away, now resets.
Richardson right to the rim. Oh, gets blocked by Tolles. If you're the Servants, you're happy with Tolles' performance here tonight. He's been showing you defense and offense, handling the ball well and scoring very easily, but right there.
Dude, you jinxed him. You jinxed him, man.
Must have heard what I said. It got too confident.
You had
Wow,
to.
right
JJ! To the rim. Big play. I have to say, JJ, number 31 on the Wizards, is like their offensive juggernaut.
Bright spot off the bench.
Yeah.
For sure.
Their offensive juggernaut for the sixth man, being off the bench, responding when they need answers.
It's a big responsibility there, leading that second unit. Wow, and a quick lay. Obviously, the game's winding down. The Wizards won this game in dominant fashion. There was no doubt from the beginning buzzer.
Now the Wizards move up to 5-0. We're playing on Saturday at home. Hope to see you there. JJ again showing how tough he is.
It has been a big night.
Tolles off the heel.
Off, out of bounds.
Servants ball.
7 seconds left. He's going to get the shot up anyway.
And he makes him pay for it.
Number 20, Delsey gets the shot off. But that is game. The Wizards come away with a win here.
Wizards taking the 5-0. 146-84. We appreciate you guys watching. And thanks to our brand new co-host here, along with Jason. Do you want to say anything else to end it?
Thank you for watching Wichita Wizards basketball, and have a great night.